Hello, these instructions are for installing spindles. Before you begin, make sure you have the right tools for the job. You will need a tape measure, a pencil, an adjustable bevel, an angle finder, a hammer and pins, some adhesive, a spirit level, and a wood saw. First, we need to calculate how many spindles we'll need for going up the stairs. Measure the length of the base rail. In this example, it's 3,414 millimeters. We'll refer to this measurement as X. Next, using an angle finder, get the pitch of the base rail. Now we want to find the required values from the appropriate chart. We have 41 millimeter spindles and our stair pitch is 38 degrees, so this is the row of information we need. Divide X by the divider and then round down to the next whole number to get the number of spindles required. Next, we need to calculate the length of the fillets, which will give us even spacing between the spindles. Start by multiplying the number of spindles by the diagonal value. In this case, it would be 23 multiplied by 52, which gives us 1,196. Then we need to subtract this number from X, which gives us 2,218. Lastly, we divide that number by the number of spindles plus 1, which gives us the length of the fillets. Now we'll calculate how many spindles we'll need for a longer landing. Measure the length of the base rail. Divide this by 112 for 32 mm spindles or 121 for 41 mm spindles. Round this number up to the next whole number for the number of spindles. Multiply the number of spindles by the spindle thickness and then subtract this number from the base rail length. We'll refer to this measurement as Y. If your landing base rail is a straight line between two newel posts, take Y and divide it by the number of spindles plus 1 to get the length of the fillets. Our base rail in this example is offset from the one newel post, so it will have a spindle at the far end. In this situation, when working out the length of the fillets, we don't need to add 1 to the spindle count. So we just take Y and divide it by the number of spindles. Next, we'll prepare the wood. Offer an uncut spindle up against the rails, checking that it's vertical with a spirit level. Mark the top of the base rail and the underside of the handrail onto the spindle. Measure the depth of the recesses on both rails and add that to the lines on the spindle. Cut along the newly marked lines and check that the spindle fits vertically between the rails along the whole length of the run. If it's okay, use this spindle as a template to mark and cut the rest of the spindles for the stairs. Use an adjustable bevel to get the angle between the newel base and the base rail, and then cut the fillets for the stairs using that angle and the fillet length we previously worked out. The amount of fillets for the stairs is one more than the amount of spindles. Dry fit a pair of fillets and a spindle and check that the spindle is vertical. If it's okay, remove them and apply adhesive to the recesses of the rails and the ends of the spindles and then fit them again. Secure them with pins and repeat the process for the rest of the run. Use the same process to install along a landing. For more help, check out our other fitting instructions.